Imagine that you are a contestant on a game show. The host shows you 3 closed doors and tells you that there is a prize of a brand new car behind one door and goats behind each of the other 2 doors. You are then asked to choose a door. Once you make your selection of, say, door number 1, the host, who knows where the prize is hidden, as he does with every contestant, opens another door, door number 3, to reveal a goat. He then gives you the option of switching your choice from door number 1 to door number 2. Should you switch? Is there any benefit from doing so? When asked this question, most people say that you are just as likely to win when you keep your first choice, door number 1, as if you switched your choice to door number 2. Most people say that when you made your first choice, you had a 1 in 3 chance of winning the car, and that now you have a 1 in 2 chance regardless of whether you go with door number 1 or door number 2, so switching doesn't matter. Actually, it turns out that our ordinary intuitions about switching turn out to be false. You would, in fact, increase your odds substantially by switching doors. To see how this is so, imagine that you are now the game show host and know where the car is. If the contestant picks the correct door on the first try, then you can reveal either of the 2 other doors to the contestant and then make the offer to switch. But what is the chance that this will happen? It is only 1 in 3 because initially the contestant has a 1 in 3 chance of getting the right door. So it is 2/3 more likely that the contestant picked the wrong door. And if this is the case, then the car is behind one of the 2 remaining doors, and you, the host, who knows where the car is, must open the only door with goat behind it. So it is more likely that you had to open that door because it was the only door with the goat behind it that you could open. Because of this, the contestant has a much better shot of winning the car by switching than by staying with the original door. This thought experiment, sometimes called the Monty Hall paradox, after a famous game show host, nicely illustrates how some of the weaker paradoxes are solved. Clark, 2007. Like the paradox of enrichment discussed in the introduction, this paradox confronts an intuition we have, in this case about probability, and shows that our intuition is misleading. By showing that what we expected to be the case turns out to not be the case, we have re-educated our intuitions about probability. In the Monty Hall paradox, we did this by looking at the game show host's choices in the situation and showing that he is more likely to have revealed the only door with the goat behind it, leaving the remaining door the most likely winner, and switching the better choice. This re-education of intuition, by showing that a counterintuitive consequence turns out to be true, that making the switch increases the contestant's chances, is a standard way of solving paradoxes. Another way to re-educate our intuition about a part of the paradox is to show that the very notion that leads to the paradox is contradictory. An example of this can be seen by examining a standard solution to the barber paradox. Imagine that there is a remote town in the mountains of Sicily that has one barber, and that it is his job to shave all of the men in the town who don't shave themselves, and only those men. Does the barber then shave himself? If he does shave himself, then he doesn't, because he is not supposed to shave those who shave themselves. And if he doesn't shave himself, then he does, because his job is to shave those that do not shave themselves. One common way of dealing with the paradox is to say that there can be no such barber. Our intuitions that there could be such a barber are changed upon further reflection, and we begin to lower the degree to which we believe one part of the paradox. By re-educating our intuitions about the barber and our chances on the game show, we find a way out of the paradoxes. Earlier you learned that a useful way to think about intuitions, or what we would say, in a given situation, is using